Racing Association featuring online leagues like the DSR Electric, Blanchard towing and recovering Xfinity, concerns of police survivors. Jacob and Wesley bringing you all the commentating. Is there beef? Is there beef? This racing is so exciting. They rock the National Network. That Beagle's cracking them up in the background. It is racing at Atlanta. It is racing at Talladega. Never turn right. Woo! Go, baby, go. Don't you curse tonight. As a Brady, the boss man is Lexington. Oh dear, let's go racing.
Welcome to All-Star Night. We welcome you to coverage of the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series and the All-Star Race at the virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway. Good evening. Welcome to coverage on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. I'm Wesley Outland, Mr. Redneck Announcer Jacob Reeves alongside Finkelstein Hompton is handling our production as always. And Jacob, put a little smash mouth in your ear. Hey now, you're an all-star. Who will be that tonight for NASRA's Truck Series on a Monday, sir? Good evening.
Good evening to you, Wesley, and good evening to all of you out there in the live chat. Also, our great producer, Mr. Dean Hopton Biggles, in the house as well. You know what? I got to be honest with you, Wesley. I mean, there's numerous guys right here in this 37 truck field that could be that all-star winner. You look at Cole Hendrickson. You look at Brady LaBeouf, a past series champion. Lucas Lyons won at Daytona. Even Jonathan Cofield out there in the field. A lot of drivers right here could be called all-star. We'll find out here in 147 laps.
Yeah, 220 miles, 147 laps. We'll give you all the details of the race here in Charlotte in a moment. And by the way, it is a daytime all-star race. Should be fun to watch. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the all-star race for the trucks tonight for the NASRA DSR Truck Series. Andrew Harris is on the pole. Cole Hendrickson will make up row number 1. Luke Smith and Bo Tiffany on row number 2. Matt Cherry, winner a couple of weeks ago at Darlington, and Phil Pappas on row number 3. Then you got Brady LaBeouf, a former champion and a regular season champion a couple of years ago. Taylor Peacock in row 4. Eric Parks, Lucas Lyons, the Daytona winner, row 5. Justin Lumpkin, and we're ready to see what Stephen Page will do in the first 6 rows.
Then right behind him, starting in the 13th spot, you got to have Keith Haney starting right there to his outside. The Spice Man, Chris Sentiment in the house in the number 3. Right behind them, Tom Lester at 971, the area code for NASRA. That's Nate Maurer back there starting in the 16th spot. Right behind him, the Bulldog, Adam Newton. He'll be starting in the 17th spot with Roger Diebold starting to his outside in the number 14. Behind them, Colton Hogan in the number 5 will start in the 19th spot with Kerry Chabuse starting 20th. Brian Chu, Tyler Goodwin, Adam Newbert, James Kaufman in the top 24.
Moving on to row number 13, you'll find Cole Larson and Robert Richards. Raul Meza, Dane Hagan, row 14, top 30 with Stephen Thomas and Jeffrey Johnson. Rest of the lineup will find Cody Knott, Lee Bailey, the 3rd, Shane Trotter, Chad Ross, row number 17. Row 18 will find Darren Bruce and J.D. Larson. And your final starter in the back of 37 trucks will be the driver of Joey Stiers. Don't count out also Darren Bruce. I think we mentioned him. So TJ Moore, race director, 37 of these trucks ready to go for the all-star race. It is, by the way, the bragging rights of winning the all-star race. But, and again, as they've done the last couple of years, it has also been a points race. So it is very important to show your strengths here at Charlotte. 1.5 miles. They make their way to the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. Now coming to the line. Green is in the air. We are underway, and you are racing all-star style here at Charlotte on a Monday night.
Here we go, baby. Andrew Harris up here at the front. Right behind him, Luke Smith going to try to follow suit. Hendrickson up top. Here comes Cherry, going to follow that line on the inside. Everybody storms off turn number 2, working away into turn 3. Andrew Harris with a lead, but Luke Smith trying to pounce on that outside.
Working off 3 and 4. Session number 1 will go all the way to lap 55. We will stay green unless there is a generic caution on its own. And here, speaking of yellow, there is a caution on the opening lap. We got a couple of trucks crashed. Adam Newbert, Larson, and others involved. And the yellow flag presented by Surf Pro will come out quickly on lap number 1 here, Jacob.
Oh, man, I'm telling you right now, I mean, Adam Newbert, just in my opinion, honestly, Wesley, he has had some terrible luck. I mean, he has straight up sucked for that number 4 here as of late. There you see right there, kind of looks like he gets a little bit loose going through 3 and 4, goes through the quad oval. It steps out on him. He ends up coming down, ends up right rear hooking somebody, but then ends up driving back up the track. And then Cole Larson and others, I believe Cole Larson was the one he ended up right rear hooking. But there you see him all bent out of shape right there going into the quad oval. Ends up tagging him on accident and then hits the inside retaining wall. Multiple drivers involved such as Dane Hagan and others.
Another look at it again. There's some contact to the Newbert. Larson, nowhere to go. Hagan just slid into it. And the man out of Oregon, Illinois, spinning 3-4 times. And then, I think that man in the back kind of tagged him too from another angle. Look at this. Wow.
Boy, I'm telling you right now, young Cole Larson right there, he's going to have nightmares of that hard hit right there. I mean, only one word you can say about that, Wesley, and watch this right here. As soon as he hits it, damn. I mean, what a hit right there. Head on, loses the hood, the whole 9 yards. That is a hard hit. He has already left. Race control disabled his chat. He is not happy here tonight in Charlotte.
Yeah, it's a tough break. Remember, there is no fast repairs in this series this year, so you get caught up in an accident early, it is not in your benefit. The All-Star 220 presented by SimRacerHub.com. Tonight's race will be 55 laps for Stage 1. Now, we're supposed to stay under the green flag. Glass Mechanics Stage 2 will go all the way to lap 85. Then we'll move into Stage number 3. For lap, we will continue under green until lap 115, if this is what I'm reading correctly on the race details. And the laps of the race are 147. We're taking a break. The All-Star race at Charlotte continues next.
For Murph's Magical Creations, home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Lights off on the pace truck. We'll get ready to go back for a green flag after a quick caution involving Hagan, Larson, and, of course, another look at the race recap right now. One caution, lap 5 of 147. And by the way, Jacob will let everybody know again tonight, there's 4 stages in the All-Star Race 220 tonight in Charlotte.
Yeah, that's a big deal right there because that's 4 opportunities, well, at least 3 opportunities, I guess you could say. Usually you only get 2 opportunities at playoff points and stage points. Now there's an extra stage thrown right there in the middle of it. That's extra stage points, extra playoff points, extra money up for grabs as well.
Green flag, green flag.
Back to green at Charlotte. Cautions for NASCAR presented by Surf Pro, Fire, Water, Cleanup, and Restoration. Surf Pro, making anything that needs to be restored look new again as we go back to green to the back straightaway. Harris up in front.
Harris doing a fantastic job. Luke Smith, now he's in a bad spot. He's got Cherry right there in front of him. He shot past him like he was sitting still. Here comes Brady LaBeouf. He's down on that inside lane. Started 7th. He's up to 3rd. Harris and now Cherry. Both of them battle for the lead as they work their way into 1.
Working all 4. Harris up high. Cherry to the bottom.
We're here dating her here already. She's my cherry pie already playing it. I'm pretty sure Matt Cherry does not want to hear that. That may not be his favorite song, but check out these boys back here in the back right here. Lucas Lyons back up here in the 53. Started 10th. He's working his way on that inside lane trying to get rolling. He's got LaBeouf right in front of him. Luke Smith jumping up the hill as well. Hendrickson started on the outside of the front row. He's back here as well. Here comes Cherry. Matt Cherry to the inside. Harris up top. Got the new boy on the bottom. And also, from last season, a Championship 6 driver battling out here in Charlotte.
It is Cherry on the bottom of the racetrack. Outside lane is Harris. He's got to push there with Smith. Smith now tries to make it a 5-truck battle for the lead here in the opening stage of the All-Star race. Presented by SimRacerHub.com. To the bottom into turn 3. Contacts made. LaBeouf goes high. Throws the block on Harris as they work in 4.
Yeah, boy, LaBeouf able to hold on to it, and Cherry's going to try to get away. Right behind him, Bo Tiffany looks around, tries to find a hole. You also got Lucas Lyons down there on that inside lane. Luke Smith starting to drop back a little bit. Hendrickson starting to drop back a little bit. Opens the door for Peacock, for Haiti, for Pappas. Everybody trying to make moves up here. But for the moment, Harris finally gets clear, all clear. Wesley there for a little bit. He was stuck like a hair in a biscuit up on the top side. Could not go anywhere. Now he can basically pick what lane he wants.
Cherry in the lead. LaBeouf down to the outside. Look at this. Woo! And Brady LaBeouf fighting Cherry for that top spot.
Woo, baby, hold on, LaBeouf. Hold on, LaBeouf. Here he comes. Tuscaloosa boy. Roll Tide. We're in the Sweet 16. And LaBeouf is going to the front in the 24. Shoots around Matt Cherry. Brady LaBeouf, the leader. Cherry kicked back to second. Here comes Bo Tiffany on the outside for second off 4.
Brady LaBeouf, the Season 2 champion, up to the lead of the 24. Warrior Designs entry. Originally from Louisiana, now from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Roll Tide, and yes, Roll Tide to Auburn also. Shout out to our buddy Cofield. They're in the Sweet 16 as well. Right now, in the 3, they thunder. LaBeouf to the bottom. Here comes down Tiffany on the high side, looking for the lead as they work off 4.
Yeah, shout out to Jonathan Cofield. Forgot he was on vacation. Sucks for you, pal. You're missing out on 3 stages worth of stage points and playoff points. And right now, Bo Tiffany trying to take every bit of it that he can. Lucas Lyons, good buddy, and Jonathan Cofield's up here mixing it up as well. LaBeouf down on the bottom. Tiffany up top. He gets the run. Lyons gives him the shove going into 3. Now Lyons goes to second. Tiffany's going to take the lead. Lyons almost up into the fence in 3 and 4.
Somehow saved it, thundering off that 4th turn down to the double dog leg. Put Lyons now, the Daytona winner, up to the number 2 spot. He is right there in the catbird seat right now, setting his sights on Tiffany. LaBeouf now back to 3rd as they work in 2.
And watch out, here comes Lyons. Lyons is going to get a run down to the inside in the 53. Tiffany up top in the 46. Lyons jumps it down on the bottom side. Stuffs it in there. Sends it. Slides up. Tiffany's there. Door to door. They almost door bang off 4. Tiffany by a nose at the line.
Look at this amazing gaggle of trucks in their kaleidoscope of virtual colors down into the corner. Tiffany now up on the high side to the inside. Lions in that silver truck 53. And they work their way at full song to the back straightaway.
There goes Lyons, looking like he's going to try to ease up there on that top side. Hendrickson started on the outside of the front row. Whoa, Lyons almost got up into the fence. Here comes Hendrickson. LaBeouf up on that top side. Cheery, hey, Haney. Keith Haney has jumped up here and got in the middle of this in the 67. Here comes Lyons back down to the inside. Wesley, they are fighting all over this track. That's why I love watching racing at Charlotte. On iRacing or Real Racing, whatever. It's always like this right here every time we come to Charlotte.
Love the awesome different camera angles from, of course, Mr. Bigglesdean Hopton, our friend in Aussie country. And look at the amazing action here now. Battle for the lead. Lyons and Tiffany from the fan cam down the back straightaway past the video board. Look at this, side by side as they work three.
Oh, baby, that is a beautiful, beautiful camera angle right there. The fans, virtual fans, I guess you could say, getting their money's worth here tonight. And all 30 of you out there in the live chat, let us know where you at. Who you pulling for? Who's going to win this bad boy here tonight? Tiffany looking like he's going to mount up a charge. Keith Haney jumps to the outside in the 67. He's going to try to make it roll. Tiffany holds on. Lyons, he's going to get bypassed. Haney goes to second, trying to get clear and go after Tiffany.
Keith Haney now second, working on Bo Tiffany. Nope, nothing there. Three trucks behind them in a trio for the lead. And we work our way heading towards lap number 20 in the opening stage. This All-Star 220, presented by SimRacerHub.com, will be 3 stages tonight. 3 stages for this event.
3 stages. All righty. Well, that sounds like
four
awesome.
stages. Four stages. It's 4 stages. My apologies.
That is awesome to see that right there for 4 stages here. And I'm already actually looking out in the Discord chat right now from that last accident that Cole Larson, Adam Newbert. Dean, you might want to go ahead and ring my bell, baby. I think we got beef already with some of these guys. We got some stuff going on right here. As far as DSR electric guys, but right now up front, they are rocking, they are rolling. Tiffany is still leads. Haney trying to see if he can mount up something and get gone right here, as now Haney's actually shot around Bo Tiffany. Keith Haney to the lead here at Charlotte.
Beef, it's what's for dinner, and it's what's going on in the world of iRacing for NASRA tonight here in Charlotte. Already some frustrated people here. We heard about that.
Well, Wesley, I'll say this. I mean, there was some exchanges out of all that. We're not going to repeat live on the air because, no, that's how bad it got. It got really bad over there. Maybe some of the moderators might want to check that one out. But here we go, Matt Cherry looking down to that inside lane. Sentiment up top. Behind him, your pole setter, Andrew Harris, starting to mount up a charge, trying to get back going. Luke Smith started up there close to the front. He slid back to the top 10 spot, or at least 10th anyway. Phil Pappas in the 88, he's up here as well. Couple of big movers, though, in the field. One of them, Holiday, Brian Chew in the 51, started 21st up to 14th. Couple of others are starting to work their way up, but some of them that started up at the front, like Eric Parks started 9th. He's fell all the way back to 23rd.
Haney, Tiffany, Hendrickson, Lyons, LaBeouf, top 5. Diebold, Cinnamon, Harris, Cherry, and Pappas right now, your top 10. They work their way again back to the double dog leg off turn 4 to the start-finish line here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. That's an ugly-looking woman. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She's going to be offended. She's going to be offended. That's exactly what it is. She's going to how dare you, Wesley Allen, for calling that poor, virtual, innocent woman Well, she didn't look too damn good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Here we go. Harris down on the inside. Double. Roger Double started 18th. He's all the way up to 6th, or at least up here in this whole mix as well. I'm crossed up now. That woman did not look that damn good. I will be honest with you.
Yeah, you better record that and put that on the door bang and download. That's out of nowhere.
I wasn't ready.
Haney, Tiffany, Hendrickson, Lyons, and LaBeouf right now the top 5. And here comes the battle. The Spice Man, Chris Cinnamon, a former champion as well from Canada. Fort McMurray, Ontario, Canada, battles Season 2 champion LaBeouf on the inside as they work into turn number 1.
Yeah, LaBeouf doing a pretty good job holding it down right here on the bottom side. Was up at the front, had the lead there for a little bit, but then him and Matt Cherry started duking it out, and he ended up losing it, and Cherry ended up falling back there with him. Now Cinnamon, remember folks, Chris Cinnamon, he won the championship back in Season 3. Where did he win that championship at? Right here at Charlotte. That is exactly where he won the race and he won the championship at. So don't count out the Spice Man. Knows how to get it done here at this 1.5 mile track, starting to work his way to the outside on Lucas Lyons.
Working down the back straightaway, Keith Haney now having the opportunity to lead this race. On board with Bo Tiffany just a moment ago. Back single file, and they work back into the corner. Now about to the midway point also, Jacob of stage number 1. This is going to lap 55. 4 stages tonight at Charlotte. That totally changes the complexion of the race as well as they work 3.
Yeah, I mean, it really does. I mean, the NASRA officials always love to throw a little bit of a curveball when we flip-flop. And get ready, we're getting big pit stops. The leaders, all 3 of them, Haney, Tiffany, Hendrickson, all 3 of them in synchronized formation, jump down pit road, and we got a whole lot more than just the top 3.
There's a whole host of trucks down on the pit lane. Unbelievable. On lap number 28, I find this very unusual. There is probably about a dozen trucks or more on pit lane, and some of them were the leaders. Freddie LaBeouf gets turned entering pit road. He gets crashed. Are you serious? Phil Pappas into LaBeouf. Everyone stacks up behind them.
Oh, my gosh. Freddie LaBeouf is not going to be happy about that one. Getting tagged from the back end and getting set in the inside retaining wall. Justin Lumpkin right there, a part of that as well. LaBeouf will jump down pit road. And Wesley, we were talking about this a little bit as far as the race details and all that goes. These guys get about 10 gallons, so they can only go around 25, 26 laps, give or take. That caution that came out kind of helped them save to get to this point right here. So this is going to be normal right here for about a 25 to 28 lap run each and every time they come out for a full tank of fuel.
Man, and here comes more pit stops. Now that's the Indianapolis Colts. That's the man cave of Mr. Joey Stiers.
Joey Stiers. And Wesley going back to the Brady LaBeouf incident with him coming down on pit road, he actually got tagged by Andrew Harris in the 87. They were all very, very tight going into pit road right there. Certainly, I'm sure they were letting everybody know, hey, we're going into pit road, and maybe just that draft effect that these trucks have, even on this 1.5 mile racetrack like Charlotte. I mean, granted, it's not Atlanta, but at the same time, that draft effect will kick in and it will come into play. So, you know, there might have had that a little bit going on, but certainly they had to be letting everybody know that they was going down pit road. As Brady LaBeouf is still down on pit road right now.
Right now, it is Bruce, now the new man up in front, that is now free-falling as he now comes down pit road. Brady LaBeouf turned entering pit lane by Phil Pappas, and LaBeouf's truck is still on pit road. We'll try to get a story on that as well as we're approaching over 30 laps. Bo Tiffany now the new leader. For how long, though? Hendrickson now. Here's a look at what happened to Brady LaBeouf. A replay presented by Pulse Poppers. Look at this, Jacob. Set it up for us. Did he do something wrong, or was it something wrong behind him?
I think this right here was the point where he went down pit road the second time around. The first time around, I'm looking back at it right now, and I believe it was around lap 29, 28. It was in that area. He only stayed out there for one lap, but he got tagged big time by the pack that was closing in behind him. Watch this right here. This is what happens right here. Riding on board with Brady LaBeouf. It happens behind him. He's trying to jam on the brakes and not get the speeding penalty. Harris just drives in there, tags him. And then after that, you got Lumpkin, or Pappas, I should say, Lyons, all of them kind of get stacked up there. But Harris just straight up ran him over. Just literally ran him over going into the pits, and that's what cost LaBeouf.
And by the way, I want to say apologies to Phil Pappas. It happened so quickly. I turned and I said that it was Phil Pappas that got into LaBeouf. He was a innocent bystander of the accident, but it was actually Harris, the 87 truck, that got into him. So, Haney now, the leader.
Speaking of Andrew Harris, honestly, Wesley, I mean, he has really caused a lot of stuff so far from what I've heard this season. He can go ahead and chalk one up on that one right there, not to mention the boss man, Brady LaBeouf, doing that. But LaBeouf got back out there. He's 3 laps down. Still a long way to go. A lot of stages. A lot of stuff can happen right here to get him back in this bad boy. So don't count out Brady LaBeouf. We've seen crazier things happen in Nazareth. I'm sure he'll be able to get back at it. As Keith Haney leads with Bo Tiffany about a second back, and Hendrickson right on his tailgate.
Approaching 36 laps completed. We just saw a sequence of drivers coming down pit road. Got a feeling if we'll start to see them pit again before the end of the stage. What do you think, Jacob? I mean, very ironic that they pitted between 28 and 30 laps.
Yeah, I mean, I really think that they're going to jump down pit road again as well. I mean, I'm looking right here at the race details, looking at about a 55% on the fuel capacity. So literally go ahead, whatever that they run on a full tank, slash it straight in half. And so, yes, I believe 100% they'll come back down. I think they'll probably come back down pit road before stage one will end. They will have to come down and make that pit stop unless they're back there, they're saving as much fuel as they possibly can. Because remember, stage one's going to stay under green right here, Wesley. Once again, throwing a huge curveball right here at these drivers.
Roger Diebold. Beefed up jerky. Sounds like it's spicy. Getting around the 54 of Cherry. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and like on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Back straight away.
Be honest. Wesley, I gotta be honest with you, babe. I'm sorry to cut you off, but that is that is an awesome looking paint scheme right there for Roger Diebold right there. Beef, all kinds of beef. We've had beef out here on the racetrack. We got beef in the Discord chat. We got beef on a Monday night here in March, here in Charlotte, baby. I'm telling you, what a time to be a Nazareth fan at this point. We got beef everywhere at this point. I would not doubt we'll have beef in the live chat before it's all said and done.
It's a big possibility. Hey, by the way, don't forget, returning soon, the new season of the Nazareth Blanchard Stowe and Xfinity Series. They are still working on the final details of that. The Nazareth Cup Series, it's working their final season one. That will be returning for season number 2 on Wednesday. They're working on a free ARCA series And then, of course, for Thursday, Friday, the NASRA Cops Truck Series. And according to the door banging download with Cody Knott, the next big all-star or the next big crown jewel broadcast will be the Indy 500, a virtual Indy 500. Dean, I know you're excited about that like I am. I love the open wheel cars. I love the Delars and the Hondas and the Chevys. So the Indy Open World, they're going to be putting all the details on that. Yes, they did. He won Japan. He won
Dean's fancy is
China.
tickled.
Well, it was China. Yeah, China. Not Japan. China. I'm sorry.
Dean's fancy is tickled, folks. We're going to open wheel racing in May, confirmed by Cody Knott. I got to start hitting the record button while we're actually doing this, to be honest with you. I usually thought, folks, I always thought the fun stuff happened during commercials. It's happening right now behind the scenes with our producer. I'm loving this.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I need to audition for the soundbite now, right? Look out. Anyhow, what we got going on here? This is a battle in the top 10. Shane Trotter going at it there with Cinnamon and Smith. All this going on in the back straightaway. Whoa, Chris Cinnamon. You know, Jacob, Chris Cinnamon, and I mean this in no disrespect to my friend of the North, he just has not caught fire since he won the championship a couple of seasons ago. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Well, I mean, there was that one time where he caught fire when his wheel died on him at Indianapolis and he hit the inside retaining wall. I'm sorry, Chris.
Fire.
I do apologize. But, but different kind of fire we're talking about. Yes, I will agree with you on that. I mean, ever since he won the championship, I agree. He hasn't been relevant. And, and I'm not, we're not taking shots at Chris on this or nothing, but, I mean, I agree with you 100%. But what a better way to come back than where you won the race and where you won the championship. I talked about that earlier. What a way to rebound and get some momentum back than right here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And doing a pretty good job. Started 14th. He's up here inside the top 10. So good run for him. Great run right now for Shane Trotter in the 22. Started 33rd. A little bit of pitch strategy worked out his way. He's up here inside the top 10 right now, running in the 8th spot.
And we're nearing the end of the first stage here at the SimRacerHub.com All-Star Race 220 here in Charlotte. Remember, stage 1 will go to lap 55. It will be no caution. We already had one caution in the race on lap number 1 or lap 2. And we will move into we'll move into stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic at lap number 55. That'll be a 30-lap stage to lap 85. And here we go. We're seeing more guys come down pit lane. Undercut maybe before the end of the stage, Jacob.
Yeah, very good possibility. Either that or they are just straight up about to run out of gas. I was talking about that, splitting it right down the middle, 55% on that fuel capacity. Some of these guys might not be able to make it all the way to the end of the stage. But as of right now, Keith Haney is out to a 6.5-second lead and holding it very, very well right now. But will he have enough fuel to make it all the way to the end? Has he been saving?
Right.
Who knows at this point?
Yeah, that's something we'll definitely be keeping an eye on and watching for sure. As we continue to see this amazing battle take place. Haney and Diebold, Lyons, Hendrickson, and Trotter, your top 5. And remember, Jacob, they are approaching the end of stage number 1. Usually we see these guys get a yellow flag at the end of the stage. Not the case tonight. And remember, add an extra stage That totally changes the scenario and your planning and your strategy for 3 stages out the window when you're going 4. And it isn't like the Coca-Cola 600 when you've got 4 100-lap stages, which is the only time in the year that the NASCAR Cup Series runs 4 stages. Lumpkin on pit road and others.
Yeah, that really throws it for a curveball off of that as well, Wesley. And another thing about it, this is not like NASCAR where the All-Star race, if you win that race, you just get the money and it's just all glitz and glamour. No, you win this race and you will also lock yourself in to the DSR Electric Truck Series playoffs. So that's a big key in this as well. And there you see your point standings right now. Cofield, Hendrickson, Lyons, Blanchard, and Cherry, they're locked in. That cut line is getting thin right there. You see Cole Larson right there in that mix right there. He got took out earlier on by Adam Newbert. And then right there, Tyler Goodwin, Tom Lester, Brian Chew. We saw him on pit road a moment ago. So this is, points is still up for grabs right here, baby, in the All-Star race. It ain't just for the money. They going for the win and trying to lock themselves in as well.
Got to keep an eye on it. Yeah, what he said. Look at this now. Final lap of stage number 1. And remember, we stay green flag. You got to keep them separated. As right now, all these guys work their way into the back straightaway. A lot of separation because there's still a long way to go here in this event. You already, and what's so crazy is we're under 100 laps to go, but dang it all, the strategy of this race, Jacob, and we got a caution here at the end of the stage because there's an accident on the racetrack.
And it's Raul Meza right here on the front stretch right
Wow.
here. Keith Haney was jumping down pit road, and what's ironic right here, Wesley Outland, is it does look like that I believe – no, Roger Diebold, he's actually going to win this stage. He had the lead right here at the end of lap 55, so it's going to actually screw Keith Haney right here. Diebold looks like he will get that stage win. And wow, hard impact right there for the Serpro truck of Raul Meza. Straight up T-boned right there. Look like he's wheel disconnected. Wow.
Wow. And ironically, the Surf Pro truck brings out a Surf Pro caution. Yeah, there he goes. He's pop a tire. Oh, damn, he got slammed into by Page.
I think he might have popped the tire. I've never seen somebody pop a tire on iRacing.
Are you popping tires on iRacing now?
I didn't think you could, but it looks like you can now. So...
Big break, and we'll grab Raul Meza coming up next. And by the way, we have reached the end of stage 1. We're in Glass Mechanics stage 2, second yellow at Charlotte.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Yeah, sorry guys.
We're back here at Charlotte Motor Speedway in the start of Glass Mechanics Stage 2. And we're under the yellow flag, and Jacob Reeves has got a word now with Raul Meza in the 37.
Yeah, Raul Meza, looks like you are possibly out for the event. Raul, what in the world just happened right there, bud? What happened?
I blew a tire. I think it was the right front or something like that. But yeah, it's the first time it's actually happened to me. But yeah, it blew a tire.
Do you think that this has got something to do with the update and all the updates and everything that's been going on with iRacing? Do you think maybe they finally popped it in there? Because I don't ever remember blowing a tire when I'm racing.
I've never seen a tire blow in iRacing calling it before until now. Wow.
Yeah, same here. Same here. I've gotten warnings, from iRacing saying that the right front or a tire is going low, but nothing as far as like this bad as far as blowing up. But yeah, that's exactly what happened. I blew a tire and it just sent me into the infield, and that was a wrap.
Now, how badly damaged is it? Are you out of the race now, Raul?
Yeah, it's unfortunately I collected somebody else. Sorry for the background noise, but yeah, I was in I got collected by somebody else, or better yet, I collected somebody else that was coming in full throttle and wasn't able to get out of the way and just jammed it.
Wow. He's out. Right there.
Yeah,
wow,
I hate
man.
It. Yeah, whoever it was, I apologize for that. Wasn't much that we can do there.
It looked like it might have been Stephen Page that plowed into you there. As we go back to the restart, thank you, Raul, for your time, man.
Nah, thank you guys. Thanks for the broadcast, you guys. Thanks again.
See luck for Raul Meza, our buddy out of California, and he is out of the SimRacerHub.com All-Star Race. Green flag back in the air, Jacob. They're heading your way into 3.
Yeah, and here comes Hendrickson up on that top side. He's got Cherry right there on the bottom side. How about Taylor Peacock trying to rock and roll up there on that outside lane? Lyons has the lead. Hendrickson, Cherry, they're going to go, but here comes Peacock to the outside.
Makes a move right there off the corner. Got a little sideways. The truck in that 5th spot. Trotter wicked loose on the exit of the turn. Now the backstretch, they work into 3. Lions now up in front. This is not Daytona. This is not super speedway racing, but my golly, the Kentucky driver is right now showing his strengths in the DSR Truck Series. Jacob, you said a long time ago, keep an eye on this talent. We are watching him flawlessly work around here right now.
Yeah, I mean, really, to be honest with you, I saw talent. And, I was kind of hoping that he wasn't going to be a bust, to be honest with you. And he has not been a bust as of yet. He has been very fast. He's been very respectful. As far as I know, he ain't got no beef with any of the other drivers. Maybe Hendrickson. Hendrickson might be getting a little bit mad about this. He's one of the guys that wants to be up here at the front trying to win races and win a championship. Who's this young kid coming in? Lucas Lyons. He wants to get him some right now, but Lyons being very respectful. Hendrickson gets a run, but he backs away. He'll follow him in 3.
Goes for that spot again, down into the corner. They work their way back into turn number 4, back to the tri-oval. Lions leads. Now look at this battle heating up in the back. This is Haney and Peacock. They're side by side. Look at now this going on the inside. Haney around Peacock. To the inside comes Bruce. He wants to get around Peacock as they work the backstretch. They're door to door, and the Spice Man slithering his way with Bruce and company in the 3.
And Darren Bruce started 35th out of 37 drivers, all the way from the back to the front. Darren Bruce in the 05 has made his mark and has slid very comfortably up here inside the top 10, running in the 6th spot. Spice Man behind him, Shane Trotter at 8th. Harris, the pole setter, and Bo Tiffany rounded out the top 10. Riding on board, Darren Bruce off turn 2, trying to run down Taylor Peacock, and also trying to run down Haiti. Hendrickson, he has now jumped around Lucas Lyons. We got a new leader. It's Cole Hendrickson.
The Spice Man. By the way, Jacob Reeves, if you are keeping up with stats like I do, race recap heading to lap 65 of 147. Cole Hendrickson, remember, Jacob, last year, his only win, the All-Star race.
I remember that one all too well, honestly, Wesley, because I remember that was at Martinsville, of all places. Hendrickson, really, really good, and he loves the big moments, I guess you could say, and what bigger moment than the All-Star race, starting to kind of pull away, inches closer and closer, about 2/10, and starting to grow it just a little bit. Lyons better watch his back door. Cherry trying to make something happen as you see J.D. Larson back here in this mix. But here we go back to the front. Cherry trying to find a way. 53, 54, going at it at Charlotte.
It is Cole Hendrickson, the leader. Lucas Lyons second as we now watch a battle happening in the top 5. Peacock and Cinnamon. Darren Bruce up on the high side, and they battle door to door. Back straightaway, single file now. Hendrickson leads them as they go back to 3.
Yeah, and finally, just finally, I mean, there for a second, Cinnamon was able to make a move and get around Darren Bruce and make it happen. But now, here comes Bruce. Bruce actually, no, Cinnamon was not able to make that pass. He had to back out of the gas. Here we go, top 6 trying to break away. Hendrickson, Lyons, Cherry, Haiti, Peacock, and Bruce. Top 6 starting to muscle away. Cinnamon starting to slip back into the clutches of Andrew Harris.
By the way, we are coming on the air a little bit earlier than I had anticipated on the Community Radio Network. So in addition to being live on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network per usual, we are live on CRN as well, just trying to fill some dead air instead of having the radio not play anything at all. So Jacob Reeves, Leslie Outland here with you, Dean Hopton on the production side, and the trucks of the NASCAR DSR Electric Truck Series All-Star race rolls on. Hendrickson leads, Lyons second, Cherry third. They stay locked to the bottom of the racetrack as they work their way again, Jacob, all 4.
Yeah, they honestly look like that they're running at Atlanta Motor Speedway. There she is. There she is, Wesley. But anyway, right by it again. I mean, all these guys looking like up here. Yeah, we're going to have nightmares of all that. But top 4 looking like that they're racing at Atlanta right now. Everybody in the draft. Now Haiti jumps to the outside, tries to find a way around Matt Cherry. Right in front of him, you got Hendrickson and Lyons right up on the tailgates. Haiti's going to go to the top side. He's going to go around Cherry. He's looking for Lyons off 4.
Working lap 70. Catfishing. Looking for moonshine on the bottom. Looking for the dentures on the outside. As they work the back straightaway. Hendrickson right now, the monkey in the middle. Nobody to his inside, but to the outside, here comes Haney. Up on the top shelf, making a run up against the safer barrier. Give him room. He's got room. He's got power. And Haney goes to the lead at the line on lap 71.
Wow, triple zeros at the line. If that would have been the final lap, that would have been a photo finish, and Haiti would have got it. Around the outside, Keith Haney shoots up out in front. Hendrickson goes back to second. Lyons to third. Cherry and Bruce going into 3.
Unbelievable racing we just saw a moment ago. And now Matt Cherry back to 4th now. Darren Bruce single file. There's your top 5. How about a run for Darren Bruce from Hennonite, North Carolina? Put up the stats on this guy, Dean. Look at how far he's climbed. He started this race in 35th. He's climbed 30 spots, and he's right in the battle of this amazing chaos for the bridesmaid spot. Pulls to the inside and gets a clear run on the 10 of Hendrickson. He's looking at seconds back door, rear end off 4.
Boy, I'm telling you, Bruce is trying to figure out a way, and Lyons got bypassed. Cherry went around him. Now he's going to go around Hendrickson. Lyons going to follow suit. He's going to try to go around Hendrickson. Bruce follows right on the bottom side. Peacock right on their tailgates as well. Top 6 once again starting to break away. Harris trying to jump on and latch on as well. Cherry's got second. Lyons goes for third. He's able to get it. Kick Hendrickson back to 4th, but it's not over yet. Hendrickson fights hard on the inside.
And Darren Bruce now's got to try to reset again and go after with the help of Harris as a wingman. 3 wide. Will it happen? Green truck. St. Patty's Day was last Monday. Looking for money in the All-Star race. Peacock. Will he throw the truck in the middle? He will not. He's got to reset, re-aim, and fire to try to do it again on the back straightaway.
Yeah, but watch out. We got one guy back here that might fire that shot, and it is Darren Bruce in the 05. He shoots around Peacock, jumps on the back end of Lucas Lyons. Now Cherry, he's got to jump up. The block on Hendrickson, puts the block on Lyons. Now he's got to have to find out which lane he really wants to be in. Cherry puts the block. Lyons goes to third. Hendrickson goes back to third, shoots on the inside. 3 wide, Bruce on the top.
And here comes Darren Bruce up against the safer barrier. This time, he'll make it stick. But now Peacock tries to thread the middle again on Lyons. Lyons pulls up, throws the block on the 81. The 81's got no choice but to go to the outside. Hook up with Darren Bruce as we're working lap 75.
He may think about it. He sees a hole. He sees a hole, Wesley. But now Bruce, he'll close that hole off. Now Lyons fires back on the inside. Peacock's got to back away. Cherry running in the middle lane. Hendrickson trying to find something. All this going on, Wesley. They're starting to reel in Keith Haney. Peacock shoots out of nowhere. Bruce falls back. Peacock shot out of a cannon. Harris right behind Bruce. Oh, baby, they're slugging it out here tonight at Charlotte.
It is magical. It is the All-Star race. Hey, we're going to go side by side to thank some of our partners, but you're not going to miss a thing, and you're not going to miss any of the commentary. Thanks to those partners with Haney and Cherry and Lyons and Hendrickson and Peacock. They are all in the top 5 right now, working into turn number 3. Here they come into turn 4. Work the outside. Peacock tries to hook up with Lyons. Got a little separation between them, and they're going after the leader, Haney, as they thunder off 4.
Cherry tried to jump up, but he's not able to do it. Lyons is there. Here comes Haney. Jumps up right in front of Lucas Lyons. Opens the door. But Cherry jumps down to the inside. Haney overdrives the corner. Lyons trying to take it 3 wide. Cherry jumps down on the bottom. Haney and Lyons is going to get the run off turn 2.
Amazing racing here at Charlotte in the All-Star race right now. Seeing all of this going on. Big thanks to Clinton Sneed and SimRacerHub.com for stepping up and making this be the sponsor of the event. Right now, we are watching all this going on as we're seeing Bo Tiffany now come down pit lane. The opening laps are closing in. 5 to go here in stage 2. Remember also, Jacob, that the caution will come out here at the end of stage number 2.
Yeah, that's going to be big right here. A lot of these guys jumping down pit road. Some of these other guys up here at the front, will they have enough fuel to make it all the way to the end? A Glass Mechanic stage 2. Cherry up here, still going after Haney. Haney falling back big right now. He was up there at the front, leading by a whole second. Now he's having to get out of the gas. Almost gets up into Cherry. Looking 3 wide. Hendrickson jumps to the bottom. Harris is able to go by. Peacock goes by. Haney free falling down the back chute.
Like the lyrics to the Tom Petty song, it is happening to Haney. Meanwhile, up in front, it's Peacock making his sights now on Lyons to try to run him back down. A flurry of traffic behind them with Hendrickson, a former champion, as Cinnamon's on his outside. All this going on as they work into 3.
And now we'll see what happens as Peacock jumps down to the bottom side, closes off that run from Andrew Harris behind him. Matt Cherry up top. Hendrickson down on the bottom side. Cinnamon goes down on the inside as well. Sees a hole. May jump in there as well. Kerry Tribune jumping up here in the middle of this. Started 20th. He's up here fighting it out for a top 5 right here at the end of stage 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. Haney still free falling through the field. Kerry Tribune up to 6th. Shot around Matt Cherry. Lyons out to a second, almost a second and a half lead.
Couple of laps left, not just 3 miles, less than 3 miles remaining here in the second stage here at the SimRacerHub.com 220. Working now into turn number 3 and 4. Lyons in front. He's the man that's in the top spot. They're going to come to the line. It's now 2 to go. 2 remaining. As now Lyons is pulled away. A second and a half on Peacock. He's in stealth mode.
Yeah, Lyons is pretty much just making it easy at this point, but everybody from second on back in is a straight-up dog fight. Harris right on the back bumper, Taylor Peacock, Spiceman, Chris Cinnamon, Cole Hendrickson, Kerry Tribune, all of them up here battling for the second spot. Lyons coming to the final lap, coming to the white flag of stage number 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic.
Final time around, mile and a half, 24 degrees of banking here at virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway. They hit that back straightaway one more time. That's 1,500 feet down into the corner. 685 feet racing width all the way from the top of the apron, or from the top of the safer barrier to the bottom of the apron, and they have used it proudly here in Glass Mechanic Stage 2. Coming off of turn 4, Lucas Lyons will come to the line. He will win Stage 2 of the Sim Racer Hub All-Star Race at Charlotte. Top 10 across the scoring loop, and there's the caution flag. Yellow flag will be displayed. This is a controlled caution for the end of the second stage, and it is again Lucas Lyons from Owensboro, Kentucky, the Daytona winner, Jacob, winning stage number 2.
My goodness, what a stage number 2. What a stage right there by all of these guys. Every single one of them.
I would be
a show right there.
Jacob, I would be remiss to say, in my opinion, and I don't want to make anybody mad, stage of the year so far. Unbelievable.
Yes, and that is all through all the races or all the series in NASRA. Literally every single one of them. You got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, coming up with the ARCA series. That right there, that was awesome. That was action-packed from the front all the way back to outside the top 10. You had racing, you had beating, you had banging, you had it all right there.
That was fun. Not going to lie to you one bit. We enjoyed it. We hope that the audience also enjoyed it as well, whether you are watching it on the NASRA 360 Racing Network or if you're just getting a little sneak peek listening on the Community Radio Network on the radio at wearecrn.com worldwide in 87.9 FM in the Carolinas. Again, Lucas Lyons, stage 2 winner. Jacob Reeves will grab him when we come back from Charlotte next. And we're not done with the All-Star race. They're coming down pit road. We're taking a break, and we're going to stage 3 next.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations, home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
We're back here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We have just completed Glass Mechanic Stage 2, working into Stage number 3. Drivers are making pit stops, and Jacob Reeves has got the Daytona winner, Lucas Lyons.
Yeah, Lucas Lyons, buddy. We got you up here in the broadcast booth, buddy. I'm telling you, how you doing up there? Looking pretty good. Got you a Stage 2 win.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to do it with my grandpa's name on the truck. He served in the Navy from 71 to 94 and was a quartermaster, so it's nice to put him in a stage win.
Lucas, that run right there, we saw it. We was sitting here watching it. Everybody at home was sitting here watching it. Everybody on CRM was at home listening to it. Buddy, that right there, that was a slugfest right there. Wesley was talking about that was, stage of the year. What do you think about that?
I enjoyed it. I'll say that. I kind of let Cole pass because I knew we kind of had to save, so I used him to save a little bit. started turning the truck off, and once I got the green light, I just took off. It was a lot of fun.
Well, Lucas, I got to ask you this question, man. Do you feel like this is really going to be a different scenario, change of everything with these third and now the fourth stage being out of this all-star race, sir?
Yeah, I accidentally took tires on that first stop, so I'm trying to alternate my plan a little bit to compensate for that. But I'm not feeling the greatest about it, but I mean, I'll definitely do what I can.
There you go. All right. Thanks for your time. Good luck the rest of the way. In my opinion, and I said I don't want to make anybody mad out there, but Jacob, I appreciate you jumping on the bandwagon and agreeing with me. Stage of the season, and I'm thinking about every NASCAR broadcast we've done, hands down, props to all of them. They've done great. As we are back to green here at Charlotte, back underway. This is stage 3. This one is a quick stage. It's like a segment at the Winston or what used to be at the All-Star race. A quick 20-lap segment. This is the third stage of the race right now. This will take us all the way to lap 115, Jacob, and win as quickly. Smith in the lead in turn 3.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be saving anything at this point right here. Everybody's going to be full send right here. Sanded. If you didn't take tires that last time around, you basically screwed yourself. How about Joey Stiers up here? The 23 started 37th, dead last in the field. He has worked his way up here inside the top 5. Eric Parks up here in the middle of this as well. And 971 in the house, Nate Maurer up here in second, trying to run down Luke Smith for that lead.
What a solid run now for that driver. We're watching what Luke Smith will do here at the All-Star race right now. It is Smith in the lead. Maurer, Lester, Stiers, Parks, new top 5. They rumble back into turn 1.
And Luke Smith still holds on to that lead, gets a little bit of a gap, give or take about 0.3 of a second. Now Maurer holding on to second. Tom Lester's jumped up here in the middle of this. Now you got some battling. Diamond up here. Caution is out.
Trouble on the racetrack. It'll bring our 4th caution of the race, and it is Lumpkin and Stephen Page crashing on the back straightaway. Caution out of the back stretch there, Jacob, in front of you in turn 2.
Oh, boy, right here. This is unfortunate right here to see this right here, and I think it just it was a little bit of a stack up back there in the back there with Lumpkin and Page, and we'll see kind of what happens short on the instant replay. You see Lumpkin running up there on the top side, Hagan right behind him. There's Page in the 47. Lumpkin just snaps loose right here, Wesley. I mean, he just straight up loses it coming off of turn number 2. Hagan actually got into the fence, maybe took the air off Lumpkin's spoiler a little bit, got him loose and sent him down the hill, but Wesley right there coming off of turn number 2 and also coming off turn 4, very tricky, especially up there on that top side. I mean, the truck will just snap loose just like that. I mean, it will just absolutely snap loose out of nowhere. That's exactly what happened. Page hits the wall hard head on. He's going to end up getting a meatball flag. Lumpkin probably gets one too, but Hagan did nothing wrong right here. He done nothing wrong. He never touched Lumpkin. There you see him just snaps loose. And Lumpkin and Page, they're pretty much out.
Caution flag out over the racetrack. Here's another look from another angle presented by Pulse Poppers. There you see Stephen Page, Justin Lumpkin. Both trucks go for a free ride down into the inside Armco barrier and the safer barrier down the back straightaway. Hang on. Come on and take a free ride. Look at that. Look out, Foghat. And there is a couple of these drivers into the wall, and we are under the yellow flag for the 4th time. Okay, it got interesting earlier, Jacob. Now, a 4th caution. I think the intensity is going to really ramp up. And here's something to think about again. We're moving in to lap 115 in stage number 3. This totally changes the entire diagram of what we normally do for a NASCAR race broadcast. Normally, it's 3 stages. We're doing 4. This is the shortest sprint of the race. And then you got the race going from 115 to 147 to the run of the checkered flag. And if that isn't enough, Jacob, there's unlimited attempts at overtime if we have to do that song and dance too.
Oh yeah, there's so many factors that could play into this race right here. But you mentioned right here, okay, we're starting to get these cautions starting to pop up right here, and I think it's just right here, like I was talking about. It's this 20-lap sprint right here for this stage 3 right here. Everybody is full send right here. I mean, they are not lifting, they're not carrying, they're not saving anything right here. Like I said, if you did not put a set of tires on right here, you basically screwed yourself. You literally needed a set of tires to be able to burn right here in this stage if you wanted to have a shot to go for stage points. And these guys are sending it on that fresh rubber. If they're on the old shoes, then they try to send it. They're probably going to either hit the wall or probably be in the situation that Lumpkin and Page was in just a second ago. So that's this stage right here is basically what this is. This is full send stage right here. Full send stage 3. That's what it is.
Full send indeed as the lights are off on the pace truck. Let's give you at least your top 20 as we get ready to go back for a restart. Luke Smith in the lead, Nate Maurer second, Roger Diebold in third in his Ford, another Toyota of Tom Lester fourth, and then the Chevrolet of Eric Parks, the truck wagon, right now in the top 5. By the way, we've completed 95 of 147 laps, and now I'm understanding from NASRA they have withdrawn the restart. The caution flag is back out over the Speedway. They'll at least make another lap around here, working on something with timing and scoring with 52 laps to go. Joey Stiers is 5th, Eric Parks is 6th, Darren Bruce is 7th, Keith Haney is 8th, James Kaufman 9th, and Andrew Harris, as we show the top 10, Jacob Reeves currently is in the top 10.
Then sitting back there in the 11th spot, we're looking at Bo Tiffany back here in this mix as well. Right behind him, you got Taylor Peacock sitting right there in 12th. And it just flips around all over the place right there. Cherry's actually in 11th, Peacock 12th, Tiffany 13th. Colton Hogan is in 14th. Chris Sedeman 15th, Carriage Abuse 16th. Lucas Lyons with that strategy in stage 2 winner back in 17th. Hendrickson sitting in 18th. Then you got Tyler Goodwin in 19th and Chad Ross sitting 20th.
So that's the way it stands right now in your top 20. So we'll get ready to refire and go back for a restart. Ironically, we'll go to the top 25. Jeffrey Johnson, Shane Trotter, Stephen Thomas, and Robert Richards. They're all on the lead lap. 24 trucks on the lead lap as we approach lap 100. Cody Knott is the first truck, 1 lap down. He's Jacob Reeves. I'm Wesley Outland. Biggles Dean Hopton, our Aussie producer. Biggles, doing a phenomenal job as always, and we're glad that you and yours are joining us, whether you are watching as always on the NASRA 360 Racing Network, or if you're just listening to a little free view on the Community Radio Network, as had a couple of dead air spots and we wanted to just fill some radio time. And we said, hell, hit the button. Let's do this one. And obviously, Jacob, I'm the boss. I own the company, and I can do it if I want to. Here we go. Luke Smith ready to bring him back to the green flag. 4, 5 Toyotas in the top 5. A Ford by Diebold right there, moving inside, moving outside, working the end of the 4th caution back to green in the Sim Racer Hub All-Star Race 3rd stage. Remember, lap 115, they raced till, and we're back into turn 1 with Smith like a rocket launcher into turn number 1.
Yeah, he straight up shot out of there like a cannon, and now Roger Diebold's going to shoot down to the inside. He's going to hang Nate Maurer out to dry. Tom Lester's going to jump down, try to put the block on Roger Diebold. Nate Maurer all by himself up top. Here comes Stiers. Right behind him, Eric Parks in the 73. He's going to shoot up to the top side. Haney and others going to try to shoot down on the inside, but watch out. Up front, Tom Lester going to try to get up here and maybe get the lead from Luke Smith going into turn 1.
Back straight away, and we're wrecking in the back as well. Trouble. Truck turn around in front of you, Jacob. It's a green and black machine. That's all I saw. I believe it's Lee Bailey III. Caution out for Lee Bailey III. 6th yellow flag as he rolls away down the back straightaway.
Wow, what a hard hit Lee Bailey III takes. Coming off into turn number 2. Might have got a little bit of help. Looks like it was the 33 and Jeffrey Johnson Jr. Gets into Lee Bailey, sends him around. We'll see it on a Punch Poppers instant replay to see what happens to Lee Bailey III. Bailey right there running on that top side. It looks like, wait a minute now. Let me go back and look at this because it might actually look like Bailey shoots down across the nose of Jeffrey Johnson. Tyler Goodwin was up into the fence. Bailey was going to try to jump down and maybe just make sure he had some extra room. We see it one more look right here. Did Bailey come down? Jeff is all the way on the line. Yes, Bailey comes down, chops his nose, and Bailey's going to end up going for the ride and sends his own self into the outside retaining wall. Goodwin gets a piece of it as well.
Lee Bailey going around, the man out of Cuba, New York. A new name on the NASRA brand, putting us under another caution. This is yellow flag number 6. Lucas Lyons on pit road. Jacob, we're on lap 100. We're seeing guys pit. Is this the money stop, do you think?
I mean, to make it all the way, no, absolutely not. Now, for this stage, some of these guys might actually have thought, we may have an extra set of tires. Let's go ahead and burn them. I mean, they had 5 sets to start the race. I'm sure they probably burned a set after that very first stage. Whenever they got that opportunity and they threw the caution at that point, I'm sure they burned a set, but I'm sure they burned a set right there smack dab in the middle of it. So to be honest with you, Wesley, excuse my French for this, but I don't know what the hell these guys are doing back here in the back. If they ain't got a set of tires or if they ain't got enough right here, they still got to go 47 laps. But, I mean, maybe they're back there getting some damage fixed. Maybe they're getting, an extra set of tires. Maybe they got some laying. And at this point, they're just going to straight up just send it right here. And they may have fresher rubber than some of the guys that's up at the front.
Interesting. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on that and watch it. There's a look at the point standings. And by the way, we know Jonathan Cofield's not here tonight. But let's be honest. The guy's got a lock on the number 1 spot. He's got a lock on leading. He knows he's going to the playoffs. And you're allowed to miss a race. And he says, I'll miss the All-Star race tonight. So
well, I mean, Wesley, if he's going to miss one race, I mean, you would figure it wouldn't be the All-Star race in his rookie season. So you don't want to miss the All-Star race in your rookie season. You are an All-Star. You have won races. You have locked yourself into the playoffs. Why not show up? I mean, a vacation? Come on, man. Screw the vacation. I mean,
that's the guy that just came off of the banana boat 2 weeks ago, right? I mean, come on.
You caught me, I guess, on that one. I guess you caught me on that one, I guess. But, I mean, it's an all-star race. I mean, well, I can't say nothing. I missed the season opener for the Cops Truck Series. So, you know what? Sue me. All right, I'm out. I'm out of it.
Your entire opening defense has been thrown out the window. I'm the judge, jury, and executioner on this.
I never said I was a lawyer. Trust me, I could not be a lawyer. I think they're all crooked any damn way.
You could be like my cousin Vinny, the virtual edition of it.
He knows this movie, apparently.
We know this movie. Come on, dude. You don't remember Marissa Tomei and how she looked in that movie? Oh my goodness. Wow. I would have loved to have been Joe Pesci. Well, anyhow, something about short. Let's go back to Green and Charlotte. Back underway.
You say short, Joe Pesci's short. I mean, good Lord, Luke Smith, he ain't nothing short about him, son.
Right.
He's all the way out at the front. Diamond set back in second. Bauer goes to third. Oh, wait a minute. Diamond starting to muster something up right here. Sits in second. Bauer's back in third. Hades sitting in the 4th spot. Something amiss on the Tom Lester machine on that restart. Roger Diamond trying to get up here and get him a stage 3 win over Luke Smith.
Well, Marissa's biological clock is ticking, and so is Luke Smith. He's trying to scamper from the field here right now. The 27, check it out, knowing that time is of the essence with 12 to go now. In stage number 3, moving, to stage 4. He leads them into 3 and 4.
Yeah, Luke Smith doing a pretty good job. Diabo's going to slide up. Hades actually going to get around Nate Maurer. So Keith Haney up into the 3rd spot. Haiti been very, very quiet and very, very fast here this evening. Has been doing he is one of those guys that you could really see at the end of this be an all-star race winner. He has been very fast, and he's been doing a fantastic job staying up here inside the top 5 all night long. Haiti up here in the 3rd spot, riding on board with Roger Dobble. Luke Smith trying to get away.
To the line. Lap number 105 of 147 on the board. It is Smith, it is Diebold, it is Haney and Maurer. Lester, Bruce, Stiers, Parks, Harris, Tiffany, top 10, and they know it. 10 to go. Right now when they come to the line in stage 3 in the All-Star race.
Oh, baby, look at this racing right here going on just outside the top 10 back here with obviously Joey Stiers, Eric Parks, all these guys back here, Andrew Harris, all these guys just inside the top 10, some outside the top 10. Bo Tiffany, Taylor Peacock, Matt Cherry up here in the middle of this. Cinnamon, Cole Hendrickson. Hendrickson started on the outside of the front row. All this going on for maybe even 2 stage points right here to end stage 3, but they are slugging it out back here just to get inside that top 10.
We are under now, 10 to go in stage number 3, and to answer the question, it will stay under green flag conditions like the first stage was, and hopefully, don't hold on to that. We got trouble in the back. They're crashing, spinning. Couple of trucks waiting for the smoke to clear. Robert Richards, I believe, is one of them. He's the only one. There were a couple of trucks that tagged off the wall, but the man that calls Charlotte Motor Speedway home from Gastonia, Robert Richards, involved in an accident on the back straightaway.
We'll see what happens.
This is our 8th caution of the night.
Let's see what happens to him right here, Weston. Whoa, there was action going on up the hill right there. That's the 5 right there, Colton Hogan. He got tagged, comes down, gets into Robbie Richards, and Richards goes spinning all the way up into the outside retaining wall. Something happened to Colton Hogan. He either snapped loose or somebody ended up turning him. Let's see what happens to Colton Hogan right here as we're riding on board with him. Ow, wow, who was behind him?
Wow.
Kerry Tribune in the 7. He might have tagged. Oh, yeah, he tagged him, son. He might have got him, or Hogan might have come down. I'm not sure right here. I think Hogan came down right there, honestly.
Oh, boy,
on him.
yeah.
Kerry Tribune was all the way down on the blue and white line. He had nowhere else to go. Hogan just pinched him down there. Kerry held his line.
And Robert.
Sent Hogan.
Wow. And Robert Richards, nowhere to go, Jacob. I mean, he was just on. Let's go on board with the 48. Because this guy was just a victim of circumstance. It wasn't even his fault. He's like, you guys, rock'em sock'em robots, and I just get collected in it, man. Come on. Watch this.
Yeah, you hate those situations like that.
And it was just a little tap. Right, Jacob? I mean, it was just a little tap, not even anything hard.
Yeah, I'm having nightmares about that, Wesley. I have had that happen to me numerous times on iRacing where it's not your fault.
Just tap it in. A little tap, taparoo.
You got a taparoo, all right. He got tapped straight into the damn wall. That's what happened right there.
Oh, yeah, Happy Gilmore. I'm quoting Happy Gilmore now. We're quoting a lot of movies tonight from anyhow. Talk it out again. We'll take a break. We'll back with more. Maybe we'll record something for the Door Bang and download off the air. You never know. Marissa Tomei's hot.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
So we are under 5 laps to go, Jacob, and they are quickly trying to get this race restarted. And Jonathan Cofield is chiming in, Jacob, and he says, I'm fishing.
Well, what are you fishing for, old buddy? What are you fishing for? Are you fishing? Are you sea fishing, or are you just fishing out by the lake, or are you going for some brim? What are you fishing for, baby? Let us know what you got going on, and also, I'm for some of you older viewers, not for the kids and everything, but what you drinking, buddy? You got to let us know what you've been drinking here on a Monday night on vacation. You got to let us know.
Yeah, you just got to let Jacob know. You got to let Jacob know what he wants.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please remember to be 21 or older, and please drink responsibly. There you go. Especially if you're
on
fishing.
vacation.
Especially if you're fishing and drinking at the same time. Yeah. No. In all seriousness, our buddy, definitely his presence is missed not being here because, normally Cofield's making noise. As we get ready to make some noise again, back to the restart zone. Green flag, 5 to go in stage 3. Remember, the 4th stage quickly approaching. If we can stay green, we'll move into the 4th stage to the run to the finish of the All-Star race. For season number 5, it's Smith in the lead. Boy, they're stacked up like sardines working off 2.
Yeah, they're stacked up all the way around and stacked up for the lead. Smith holds on to the lead. Diebold literally shoved him, almost bump drafted. 3 wide back there in the back around the Tom Lester area. Lester up top. They're going to door bang. Kaufman sends him into the fence. Lester taps off the safer barrier. He's going to go to the back. Did it on the top. Wasn't able to make it stick. He'll slide back.
I think they saved it, and now we do have a caution trouble. They are wrecking, and one of them is Lucas Lyons, stage 2 winner. Caution out. 9th time in the All-Star race. Unbelievable. Wow.
Oh, man. What happened to Lucas? What happened to Lucas? I got a feeling he might have got tagged. Just the way that it looks like he goes into the corner and well, I could be biased right here out of all that right there. I mean, him and Joey Stires right there. I don't think there was actually contact. I think it was that forbidden word that we can't say anymore. What happened to him? We'll see it right here on the instant Ports Poppers instant replay.
You mean NC?
Yeah. yeah, exactly. But it kind of did look like there was contact right there. Maybe Lucas come down a little bit because you gotta give the guy on the bottom side somewhat the benefit of the doubt in these situations, Wesley, because I mean he can't go any lower than where he's at. Watch Joey. I mean, Joey's there. Did he send it? Yeah. But it's coming to the end of stage number 3 right here. He's going for the stage point, so he sends it going into the corner. Lucas not expecting he's going to do it, riding on board with Adam Newton. All he sees is smoke, locks it down. Does he slide through it? How he made it through? Wow. Well, he almost made it through, but he didn't hit nothing. He locked it up and maybe tapped the outside retaining wall. Good on the Bulldog.
Poor Robert Richards, man. Look at this. Oh, man, another blindside hit for the... Wow. Man, oh, man. Tough break. Tough break for Buddy. Joshua Stuss chiming in. He said Kermit's in the lead. Is there something I'm missing? Luke Smith, Kermit? Do they call him Kermit, Jacob?
I have no idea.
Story. That would be a great story for the door banging download.
It would be.
Ribbit, 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 ribbit. In North Carolina, from Charlotte Motor Speedway, it's exactly 189 miles from my house to the Speedway. I have. I've been at several times. There you go. Well, a big brother on Nazareth scared the hell out of me. All right, Luke Smith, Kermit, as people are calling him.
Krabbit. Not Kermit, Krabbit.
Oh my goodness, Dean sounds just like Kermit. You should be recording this, Jacob.
Oh, I'm not expecting it.
Kermit the Frog. Oh, Miss Piggy. That ugly woman in the grandstands looks like Miss Piggy. Oh, what did you call her? The Karen? Did you call her the Karen? Is that what it was? Karen? The Karen, Jacob? Oh, my goodness. Even Kermit puts a paper bag over her head. I like you, but I don't want to see you. Oh, wow. If they only could hear what he's saying in our ear, people, okay? Maybe Jacob's recording it. Maybe he is recording it in the background. I don't know.
It's recording. It's recording.
Thank you. Look at this guy with his hair. Like, where the hell did the iRacing get these people? Like, what is it? That is the baldest group of people in the grandstands I've ever seen in a virtual or reality race in my life. My goodness. Oh, my God. Jacob, save me. We're coming to green. This is the end of stage number 3. Ironically, the green flag flies, and we're going back to the restart in stage number 4.
Yeah, here we go. We'll see what happens. And what's ironic about this right here, Wesley Outland, Luke Smith, Roger Diamond, Keith Haney, Nate Bauer, Darren Bruce, all these guys up here at the front, none of them made a pit stop right here. That right there, they stayed out to get those stage points, but they're on the old shoes. Some of these other guys back here in the back, Tom Lester, Brian Chute, Chris Sediman, they may have went ahead, jumped down pit road, and got 4 fresh tires and lined themselves up to get going right here in this final stage. So front guys, they stayed out. They basically gambled right here to get those stage points. Everybody else, they're back here on fresh tires, and they're coming.
Smith, Diebold, and Haney right there, along with Bauer and Bruce, top 5 as they come back to the line. It is go time here in Charlotte. 30 laps to go. 30 remaining. Who's going to be the all-star? Smith in front. They call him Kermit. Back straight away. Into 3. Bo Tiffany Jacob starting to climb back into the top 10.
Yeah, Bo Tiffany making some moves, jumps up on that top side. He's got Matt Cherry down to his inside. Right behind him, you got Cole Hendrickson. Right in front of him, you got Taylor Peacock with Darren Bruce. They're battling right there for about that 5th spot as you ride on board with Bo Tiffany. Matt Cherry, Wanted Auto Club. He's down on the inside lane. He's trying to make something happen. Up front, Nate Maurer jumps down to the inside. Darren Bruce jumps up to the top side. Peacock's going to follow. Also, he's going to follow Nate Maurer down on the inside, but Darren Bruce gets one hell of a run on the outside. He's trying to go to the front.
What a drive by the number 27. He powers his way back to the top spot. Smith in the lead, but here comes now Diebold. Look at this also on the outside. How about Darren Bruce? What a drive for Darren Bruce, and Nate Maurer is sticking his nose in the battle. SpongeBob's come to play here in Charlotte. True fact, back in the early 2000s, the SpongeBob SquarePants the Movie 300 was a sponsor of an Xfinity Series race as they go back into turn 1.
Oh, baby, they're slugging it out. Peacock gets into Haney, sends him up the track. Now Diebold's up there. 3 wide behind him. Hendrickson sticks it on the bottom. Maurer stuck in the middle. Peacock goes around. He hits the wall head on. We're fixing to have a big one in 3.
Peacock, Page, host of other trucks, zigging, zagging, top to bottom, smoke bellowing from trucks, debris flying. And the yellow flag comes out for the 9th time or 8th time here at Charlotte. Jacob Reeves, you saw all of it break loose on the back straightaway.
Well, I mean, honestly, you basically called it right there. You know, it was bound to happen, and one night it did. I mean, it literally did right there. They were going 3 wide. They were shucking. They were driving. They were going. And Peacock's going to get tagged. Cherry hits him in the back end, sends him down across the nose of Maurer. Maurer ends up sending him around, but it's innocent contact. They were 3 wide behind him. Cherry had a run. He ends up getting Peacock, sends him down. Peacock hits the wall head on. It's amazing that there wasn't more trucks that got involved in this right here. Stephen Page had a piece of it as well. But Peacock, just that little bit of a love tap, and just, I mean, if he would have actually been able to just be a little bit farther right there where that wall didn't come out, he probably would still be in this bad boy. But that wall just snuck out just a little bit too much, and it's going to cost Taylor Peacock.
Dean Hopton, can we go on board with the 88 of Phil Pappas? That should be a fun camera angle to see how he missed the 81 of Taylor Peacock. Watch Phil Pappas in 88. This is going to be a fun shot. Watch it right here. He's in 11th right now, Phil Pappas. Watch this right here, Jacob. This was crazy.
Yeah, this is going to get interesting right here. See what happens with Pappas. There you see the contact. There goes Peacock. Oh, baby. Oh, boy. I bet you he was shriveled up tight right there, baby. I'm telling you, he had to be. That right there is rough right there to see that right there. That might have come out wrong, but he got tight right there. I'll just say that.
Jacob,
right there. Never mind.
but change your reflection of dialogue, Jacob. I was about to say what got shriveled up. His shorts did. First you say it, then you do it, right? There you go. I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save you, Jacob. I really am.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
We need a break. We need a break. 25 to go. We're back in Charlotte at the All-Star race, and we're in stitches. Oh, wow. Here's a race recap as we're closing in on under 25 to go. We're at lap 124 of 147 laps. 8 cautions of this race. And a little Jerry Reed queuing up in the background, man. You remember that movie, Eastbound and Down? Smokey and the Bandit? Well, he didn't get shriveled up, and neither did the last guy. So we'll see what happens, Jacob. We're back to green coming up here in Charlotte, Jacob.
I'm never going to hear the end of that. I'm never going to hear the end of that. Oh, Lord.
We're back underway, everybody. 23 to go here in Charlotte in the All-Star race. Hey, they're having fun. It's their All-Star race. It's our All-Star night, too. And we are here all night. Back underway. Technically, that's not true. We're not here all night. I got another broadcast at the top of the hour. But we're ready to settle it here as Bruce is going after Harris for the lead on 2.
Boy, he just shot him clean out of the way, got him right in the pants, kicked him right in the keister, and set him up the hill. Here comes Bruce down on the inside. Luke Smith behind him. Roger Diamond up here as well. Harris trying to hold on to the lead, but Bruce gave him a shot. He has got to get the shot a little bit harder if he wants to try to be able to make that work, but Diamond's going to get a run on the outside.
Handful of trucks now fighting for the win with now 22 to go. 3 wide behind the top 2 single file. Here comes Harris to the inside. He'll get some company from Diebold. Diebold to the inside. Up the racetrack goes Harris way high. Here comes now Haney to peak to the bottom for third in the lead in 4.
Boy, watch out for Keith Haney. He may be the one to get it done and win and lock himself into the playoffs, baby. That 67 has been fast all night. Don't count out Luke Smith. Started up at the front, started third. He wants to get 2 spots better and win the race. Diamond still holds on to the lead. Haney's second. Side-by-side battle between Luke Smith, Andrew Harris going into 3, and right behind him, Bo Tiffany and Phil Pappas join this mix.
Diebold works off 4, comes to the line, top 5, single file. It is the premier racing setups, 20 to go in the All-Star race, and it is right now Diebold leading the All-Star race, trying to make a get upset win in 1.
Diebold still trying to hold on the best that he can. Haney right behind him. If you need a setup, go check him out. PremierRacingSetups.com. Both codes, Nazra or Jake57. Get 15% off your entire order. And folks, if you want to race the setups at the Redneck Announcer races, if you want to race the setups that Nazra races, go check them out. PremierRacingSetups.com. They're battling for second. Not anymore. Luke Smith goes to second around Haney.
It's Diebold down to the outside, now back to the inside lane. Now Smith now. Kermit starts to climb back up to the number 2 spot from the Keystone State. Waynesboro, PA, Toyota to the inside. He passes Haney. Couple of blue trucks going after the big red machine, Diebold, as they work to 18 to go off 4.
Yeah, Darren Bruce has slid back big time now. Bo Tiffany's actually got around Andrew Harris, so now he occupies that 5th spot. Phil Pappas goes to 6. Tribune will go to 7th. Harris is actually falling back big time. Hendrickson shot around him. Andrew Harris, who was up at the front and looking to possibly win the race from the pole, has slid all the way back to the 8th spot. Diebold still holds on to the lead, but how long? Luke Smith starting to get that run and get that momentum off turn 4.
17 laps to go here in the SimRacerHub.com 220 All-Star race. Here comes Kermit, Luke Smith's Toyota, down to the inside. Remember, this is a points race as well. You win this race, you're in the playoffs. That stands for Diebold, Smith, Haney, Tiffany, Bruce, all these guys, Jacob Reeves, ironically in the top 10, have not won this year. 16 to go at the line in Charlotte.
Yeah, that's usually when we see some chaos, Wesley Allen. That's usually we see what will people do to make it to the playoffs. What will drivers do to win the race and put themselves in NASRA history? Luke Smith down on the inside, Diebold up top. Here comes Haney with a run. Haney's going to try to follow Diebold. Smith sends it in, almost slides up into his door. They almost door bang, coming off 4. Diebold with the lead by about a half a truck length.
15 to go at Charlotte, and it is go time, or pucker time, as the man said in Mission Control to Major Tom in Armageddon. It is Smith to the bottom. He gets bobbed to the outside. Here comes contact. Diebold gives a shot to the left rear of Smith, and now we watch a truck spin in the back. They work in turn 3. We race in turn 3. Up the middle comes Haney in 4.
Haney trying to find a hole, but Smith's going to get the run off 3 and 4. Luke Smith will lead them at the line. Diebold's going to get kicked back to second. Haney trying to find a way by. Here comes Darren Bruce down to the inside, 3 wide for second. Diebold gets tight. Haney's stuck in the middle. Bruce down on the bottom side, 3 wide for second, and Luke Smith trying to check out.
It was the 73 of the truck wagon, Eric Parks, that spun. He kept going. It was in the back. No caution. To the line. 14. Now make it 13 to go. Diebold a little loose on the draft on the outside lane. He'll fall back to 4th now. Maybe 3rd. Leader, it's Kermit. Luke Smith gone. Looking for the All-Star race in turn number 1.
He better watch his back door. Darren Bruce starting to make something happen. Slides right up, basically cuts off Keith Haney. Right behind him, Bo Tiffany, trying to figure out where he wants to go. He's going to literally slam right into Haney, which will slam right into Bruce. Everybody backs away. Right behind him, Phil Pappas running all the way up on the high side tickler line, trying to find a way around Kerry Tribune. Tribune shoots by him. Now, Smith still holds the lead. Bruce, Haiti, Tiffany, and Diebold, all 4 of them trying to mount up a charge and run back down Luke Smith.
It is Luke Smith now as we got a spinner. Joey Stiers goes around in turn 4. He's by his lonesome. No harm, no foul. Truck though limping. We stay green as it looked like the truck wagon. Eric Parks got into it. What a save by the Spice Man, Chris Cinnamon. Racing action continues, though, as they race into turn number 3. It is now turn 1, correction, 11 to go. Smith in the lead, but the Gauntlet's behind him, and they're running down the 27 off 2.
Yeah, and Joey Stiers is that lap truck, but Joey Stiers is going to drop to the bottom of the racetrack and let the leaders slug it out for themselves. Bruce starting to get a little bit of momentum and start to close that gap on Luke Smith. Haiti, Tiffany, Diebold, they're back there battling for 3rd. Matter of fact, give it to Bo Tiffany up on the top side. Haiti jumps down on the bottom side. Bruce still trying to reel in Luke Smith going into 1.
Joey Stiers limping truck onto the pit lane. The leaders working at turn number 2, 10 to go. Here comes now the pack. It's Smith in front. Bruce second. Bo Tiffany now got some help from behind. Here comes Haney and Diebold back into the battle in 3 single file.
And I'm telling you right now, Joshua Sust is loving this out there on the live champ Blue Line Racing. Hard for the win. No, don't kill one another like that with a LOL, but I'm a nervous team leader right now. Joshua Suss, loving every bit of this right here for Blue Line Racing up here at the front with Luke Smith and Darren Bruce starting to slug it out. Smith holds the lead. Bruce tries to get a run. Will he dive to the inside? No, they will fall single file in 3 and 4.
Working now, coming off of turn number 4. Laps are winding down. Smith now trying to be a winner of NASRO. Could it be at the All-Star race for the first time ever? The Starbase Comics. Starbase 1553 Comics on the truck right now. In the top spot, but Bruce is there. Darren Bruce started 35th. He's 1 spot shy to the lead. The block is there. Smith throws the block on Bruce. 8, make it 7 to go. When they come to the line, it's Charlotte off 4.
Yeah, but do not count out Bo Tiffany. He has started to close this gap. He has started to pull away from Keith Haiti. Haiti has slipped back into the 4th spot, may fall into the clutches of Roger Diebold. Here comes Darren Bruce down to the inside. Luke Smith overdrives the corner. He slides up. He takes the finish.
No!
Almost get into it. Tiffany shoots around. Bo Tiffany trying to get the draft off Darren Bruce in 3.
Luke Smith, Kermit slams the outside safer barrier. His truck's in the shower of sparks. Right now, 7, make it 6 laps to go. Darren Bruce in the lead from Hennonite, North Carolina. Tiffany, originally from New York, now Graham, North Carolina, or Mebane. He now is right in 2nd. And look at now, Haney watching on in the 3rd and 2.
Darren Bruce, 35th all the way to the front, baby. How about you? 05, getting it done. Haiti back there in that 3rd spot trying to reel in Bo Tiffany for the 2nd spot. Tiffany trying to mount up a charge and be able to get back to Darren Bruce. Right behind them, battles going all the way through every bit of this. This is the battle for the 10th spot with 5 to go. J.D. Larson stuck in the middle of this. He started 36. He's trying to get him a top 10. Right in front of it, Andrew Harris, Nate Maurer, and Matt Cherry, all of them going at it. But Darren Bruce still leads with Bo Tiffany behind.
And they're not done yet. Here they come back down to the line. We're watching all of this take on, happen down to the end. You're seeing it all unfold. 4 laps to go at the line. Look at this now in the back. Tribune and Pappas, Henriksen. Some trucks just came off the pit lane. Meanwhile, Darren Bruce in the lead. Bo Tiffany cuts it down to 3/10. Will he make something happen? Haney's there. They work behind him back into turn number 3.
Yeah, this right here is a bad spot back there that we're watching. A good possibility, as hard as they're racing, that may be where your caution comes from, and then we may end up going to overtime. But Tiffany trying to reel him in. That time around, he got him by a couple of hundredths, but he needs a little bit more. He needs to start getting some tenths. He needs to start putting down some lap times if he wants to catch Darren Bruce.
And while that goes on, Bruce now in stealth mode. 4/10 now making almost a half a second now over Bo Tiffany. Tiffany losing ground. Everybody stays on the high side. Low truck on the bottom. It's Joey Stiers. They'll come to the line. Penultimate lap of the race as almost Diebold scrapes the safer barrier, exiting the turn 4 of the track, entering the dog leg. Into turn 2. Final time laps remaining. It is Bruce in the lead, looking to be an all-star for Nazareth.
Yeah, and Tiffany flipped back a little bit. He lost about a tenth right there on Darren Bruce. He has got to start mounting something up. He's actually starting to girdle her a little bit. He's starting to catch him down to 2/10. Darren Bruce starting to fall back to Bo Tiffany. Tiffany may have a ride off 4.
Here they come, working off of turn number 4. They're coming to the line. The white flag in the air. One more lap to go between, presented by Darren's Detail and Shine. This is for the All-Star race. It is Bruce. It is Tiffany going at it right now. Bruce easily in the lead to the back straightaway.
Yeah, I mean, he cut it down right there, but he's going to have to find something in 3 and 4 if Tiffany wants to do something. Final time, 3 and 4. Darren Bruce working his way through 3 and 4 and looking for the checker.
Oh, Tiffany, final shot to get him. He can't get there. Darren Bruce comes to the line, gets his first win of the season, and he's the All-Star for Nazareth DSR Trucks of 2025. Darren Bruce wins here at Charlotte. Bo Tiffany will finish second. Keith Haney third, up 10 spots. Listen to this. Darren Bruce, not only the winner of the All-Star race, Jacob Reeves, he's the hard charger of the race. 34 spots he climbed to win this race.
It seems like that is a common thing here in Nazareth. Start at the back and then you win the race. I'm starting to think I might want to do that Wednesday night when we go to Phoenix. Just start at the back and let's see what happens at this point. But Darren Bruce, there you see it right there. North Carolina native right there, able to get the win here tonight at his home track from Hidden Knot, North Carolina. I mean, you talked about it. I mean, he only led 8 laps, which is crazy right there to see that. But
he led the last one.
Yes.
And as everybody knows, the last one is the money lap that pays, and he successfully did just that. Let the celebration begin for the driver of Darren Bruce. It's been a while since we've even talked to him on the podium, much less spoke with him down in victory lane. As right now we get ready to show you the results. Darren Bruce picking up the win. Second spot to Bo Tiffany. A valiant effort there by him. Keith Haney back to third. They're all half a second or more at the line behind Darren Bruce. Luke Smith into the wall for Kermit, and he lost the momentum, but still able to save a top 5 finish. Phil Pappas and Kerry Tribune, obviously. Cole Henriksen, James Kaufman, Matt Cherry. Your top 10, Jacob, here at the end at Charlotte in the All-Star race.
Yep, J.D. Larson, he ends up finishing 11th with Nate Maurer finishing in 12th. Andrew Harris, your pole sitter, ends up finishing in 13th spot. Do want to mention J.D. Larson that finished 11th. He started 36th in the field. So great drive right there by J.D. Larson. As I mentioned, Andrew Harris, pole sitter, ends up finishing 13th with Tom Lester finishing 14th. Good run for Triple J. Jeffrey Johnson Jr. started 30th. He ends up getting the top 15 out of it here tonight. Stephen Thomas will finish 16th. Brad Hughes going to get 17th. Chad Ross 18th. Shane Trotter will finish 19th. And Eric Parks, the final driver to finish on the lead lap. He finishes 20th.
There you go. Rest of the lineup, of course, we'll find Colton Hogan, Cody Knott, Joey Stiers, Brady LaBeouf. Some of these guys made some big noise earlier in the race, and they end up multiple laps down. Dan Hagan, 25th. Lumpkin, Newton, Godwin, top 30. The rest of the finishing order of 37 trucks tonight that took the green flag include Lee Bailey, the third, Chris Cinnamon, Taylor Peacock, Lyons, Richards, Page, Meza Larson, and Newbert when it's all said and done. And they did go the official race distance. No overtime needed for unlimited attempts. Listen to this. The last time that the man that is Mr. Darren Bruce went to victory lane in an iRacing event was July 7th, 2022, at a track similar to this facility, Jacob, Atlanta Motor Speedway, before it was repaved. You know that. Darren Bruce, in his 86th start, picks up his 7th career win of iRacing, first with NASRA, 24. Well, actually, he's got 6 NASRA wins. My apologies. 25 top 5s, and now his 40th top 10 for the man out of here tonight. And we, Jacob and Dean, are going to carry y'all the rest of the way. They will speak to the top 3 next. And for everyone else, we'll take a break. Remember, next week, we're also heading to Iowa as we close in on not only the end of the regular season, but the Dash for Cash also. Winner at Charlotte. And by the way, my apologies, it's Phoenix. We were at Iowa last week. Phoenix next week. Darren Bruce winning the All-Star race from 35th. Good night, everybody. Jacob and Dean carry you to post-race next.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Well, folks, we're back here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Always a good one here with the DSR Electric Truck Series. Get your winner up here. Race winner for Screaming Eagles, Darren Bruce. And Darren, buddy, I'm telling you what, buddy, that was a pretty good little battle right there. You had with Luke Smith, and also right there with Bo Tiffany. Tell us about your night.
We had a heck of a battle once we got up there. The point was just getting up there. I keep forgetting these are 1-lap qualifiers in this truck series, and I ended up starting in the back every week. But once we got up there, man, it sure was a lot of fun racing with them guys and being able to race hard for the lead and race clean and dig at each other and not have to worry about anything. It was a super, super fun race.
And Darren, we've seen you race on the Xfinity side on the Tuesday night series, and you get yourself a win right here, lock yourself into the playoffs, so you ain't got nothing to worry about, at least for the next remaining couple of races here in the regular season. Does that take a lot of pressure off on you to know that you're locked in and you ain't got to worrying about points? You can just straight up just go out there, send it, and go for wins.
Well, I'm only running part-time, so if I'm eligible for the playoffs, that's great, but I'm not sure I'll be eligible.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just run
We'll vouch for you.
in there. Yeah, throw me in there. If I'm eligible, I'll stick it out and I'll run them.
We'll vouch for you. Well, but still, you come in. An all-star victory has still got to be a big achievement on your plate here with NASRA.
Oh yeah, man! This field's loaded, man. There's some good drivers in here.
Well, Darren Bruce comes home, gets the win here tonight, buddy, from Hidden Knot, North Carolina. Hometown boy gets it done. Darren, once again, congratulations on the win. And before we let you go, you got any sponsors, any shout-outs you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank H&R Shifters. Mostly want to thank my Screaming Eagles team, which we run on the Xfinity side, but we have a pretty tight-knit little group there. I want to dedicate this to my uncle. I've been sat with him in the hospital. He's had a stroke and had some issues and not doing real well, and I've been having to spend some nights in the hospital through the week. I want to say, hey, Uncle Leroy, we love you, and we're thinking about you, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow night, man.
Darren Bruce gets it done for his uncle here tonight at Charlotte, hometown boy. Darren, congratulations on the win, and even though you part-time, baby, who knows, we may see you next week at Phoenix.
Thanks, man.
That was Darren Bruce, race winner here this evening. Now we'll go to somebody I really need to get on the door bank and download here very, very soon. Second place finisher, Mr. Bo Tiffany, in the house for Highline Racing. Bo, buddy, tell us about that right there. I mean, what else could you have done to try to run down Darren Bruce?
One thing I could have done was wreck him, man. He raced me clean, him and Keith both, and we had a heck of a battle there. When him and Luke got together, I had to check up on him. I didn't want to wreck us, and I lost that little bit of momentum, and I wasn't sure if I had a little bit of right front fender damage because I just couldn't turn through 3 and 4, and he'd take my air away. So, I mean, it's a good, clean run. I mean, man, that was some fun there the last 10, 15 laps with everybody out there at the front.
Yeah, I mean, and we were talking about that as well. I mean, great battles and everything. This track, obviously, I mean, it has had all-star races here before, way back, in the earlier days, back, when the Winston Cup days and the Nextel Cup days and everything else. This is where the all-star race was at Charlotte, and then it kind of floated around to different tracks. In future races at Nazareth, would you like to see this track right here be the all-star race? Because it seems like it always puts on a hell of a show every time we come here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Anytime you come here and anything you drive, I mean, you got to race this track. It's one of those places where, especially with the trucks, you get aero dependent, you get tight behind somebody, you start pushing, it's figuring out what groove to run, where you can run. So, yeah, I think we should come back here twice a year.
Twice a year, baby. We love it. We love it. Bo Tiffany comes home second here tonight. One spot short, but he'll take it all day long. Bo, congratulations on that. And before we let you go, you got any sponsors, any shout-outs you want to thank?
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody in the league, man. It's good, like I said, good, clean race there at the front. A lot of guys, a lot of talent, a lot of fun this season. My sponsor, BNCBs, and, of course, my wife, kids, my family, my parents, my dad, mom, stepdad, everybody that's tuning in, watching, and everything you guys do and everything that the league puts on. And I hate it that Sauce wasn't here tonight. Blue Rhine, we've been doing good and getting towards that team championship. So let's see what we can do here.
Well, Bobo gets it done, though. He still gets second, and obviously looking for that team championship for Blue Line Racing. Bo, appreciate your time, buddy. We'll see you at Phoenix next week. That was Bo Tiffany. Now we'll go to our third place finisher, Mr. Keith Haiti. And Keith, I got to be honest with you. I feel like I might have jinxed you a little bit because I kept sitting there saying, watch out for this guy. Watch out for this guy. He is coming. He has got a full head of steam. He's the one that we're going to have to watch out for. And I think I might have put a little bit too much pressure on you. I might have screwed you a little bit, so I apologize for that. But
the announcer voodoo, man. You put the announcer voodoo on me tonight, didn't you?
I do it. I do it a lot. And I apologize.
Hey, it happens, man. You see it on the real NASCAR all the time, man. Me and my dad, we used to talk about the races before it would happen. We'd say, "Hey, son, who you think's gonna win tonight?" And I swear, if whoever I picked to win would wreck in the race, and we'd always talk about it during the race, how we put voodoo on the NASCAR drivers. So hey, I understand 100%. But hey, your voodoo wasn't too bad because we brung it home third tonight. That's way better than we thought we was gonna do.
I mean, and Keith, tell us about that because you say you were worried about that. I mean, did it have to do with, maybe this is not your strength or one of your strengths as far as tracks goes, or just because how some of the racing was? Because some of the racing we saw tonight, honestly, I mean, it beats some of the NASCAR races I've seen. It honestly beats some of the iRacing races that I've seen. It was absolutely a slugfest for every position out there.
You got that right. You nailed it. It was a slugfest out there. I mean, you had to put on your boxing gloves, your knee pads. It was an MMA fight out there. You had to wrestle. You had to box. You had to kickbox. You had to do it all to get it done tonight. And really, just with us, I've been updating my equipment for the last year, from steering wheel to a gear shifter to pedals to computer to TV. So for me, I haven't been able to get really adapted to anything because I'm constantly changing what I'm driving about every 2 months. So now that I'm on the equipment that I'm going to stay on for the long haul, hopefully we can get adapted to this stuff, and hopefully you can start talking to me a lot more.
Oh, here we go. Keith Haiti. He's calling it out, baby. He's wanting him some. Well, I tell you what, Keith, I will not worry about you, and I will not put the pressure on you anymore. And maybe you will get that win and lock yourself into the playoffs. But Keith Haney gets it done here tonight, ends up finishing third here tonight, up 10 spots from where he started in the 13th spot, led 35 laps. A good run for Mr. Haney. Keith, before we let you go, buddy, you got any sponsors, any shout-outs you want to thank?
Nazareth 360 Racing Network, man, we love talking to you guys. We love watching you guys. The families come. The families come quite. They love tuning in, watching you guys every week. They come really familiar with all of you guys. They know who it is, who's speaking. That they know your names by first name. So we've really become family, and you guys become family in our household. So shout out to you guys, and I heard Darren Bruce give a shout out tonight to Uncle Leroy. And so we're going to give a shout-out to Uncle Leroy tonight. Uncle Leroy, we send the best of wishes with you, and we hope you get better, brother.
Prayers to Uncle Leroy here tonight at Charlotte from, obviously, Darren Bruce and the third-place finisher, Mr. Keith Haney. Keith, congratulations on that third-place finish, buddy. We'll see you in Phoenix next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was Keith Haney, ends up finishing third here tonight. Well, Dean, buddy, you've been in the background all night. Nobody's even heard you. They may hear a little bit about you on the podcast later this week, baby. But come on. What do you think about Charlotte here tonight, baby? That was awesome, awesome racing.
Oh, yeah. What a race. Absolutely, what a race. I mean, we had action-packed stage racing all the way. A few cautions. That just spices and dices things up there. Some pretty big wrecks there. Some awesome survives of drivers to make their way through those wrecks. Some big gainers, of course. Big GGs to Darren Bruce. 34 positions gained was absolutely fantastic. Keith gained 10. Roger Diebold gained 13. Kerry Tribute got 14 positions gained as well, too, inside that top 10 with James Kaufman. So, absolutely brilliant. Really enjoyed it, and I really appreciate everybody for sticking through to support all these drivers and this fantastic racing network, of course, in the DSR Electric Truck Series. You can't complain. This is motor racing at its best there.
You're right, Dean. I mean, it really is. I mean, it is motor racing at its best. It's sim racing at its best with the best league that there is on iRacing. And I'm telling you right now, it's only going to get better, folks. I'm telling you, if you haven't yet, the whole, 2 hours, make sure you like and subscribe to the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. Keep up with all that Nazareth has got going on, baby. I'm going to tell you right now, I love this one right here. I love this track. I love racing on it. I love watching racing here. It's always a fantastic show. And like we were talking about, slugfest here tonight at America's Home for Racing, Charlotte Motor Speedway. Obviously, congratulations to Darren Bruce and all of our podium finishers, everybody that got a good run here this evening. We want to thank all our great sponsors. Obviously, we need to thank SimRacerHub.com for the title sponsor for the All-Star race here this evening. Starbase 1552 Comics, obviously Premier Racing Setups, 213somewhere.com. Obviously, Blanchard's Towing for everything that they do. And obviously, Darren's Nail Gun Repair, Serve Pro for the cautions. Obviously, Glass Mechanic for the stage 2. Obviously, TLC for what they do on the Cup Series. Concerns of Police Survivors for what they do on Friday nights. And DSR Electric for old Dad Gobble. Shout out to all the fans and the drivers. Brady LaBeouf, Cody Dodd for always letting us be ourselves. For the Australian Dean Hopton Bengals, and also for Smithfield, North Carolina's own Wesley Outland, I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. Said as I always say, be safe, be kind, be fast. Hold on tight, baby. We're getting close to them Cash for Dash races, or Cash for Dash, or however you want to look at it. We're going to Phoenix next week, going out in the desert. High noon style, baby, Western style. Who's going to win at the short track in Phoenix next Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, only live and only on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. We'll see you there.